seems like there's a lack of diversity here today. That it's mostly people who look like you and I, and I just
This
it's
is not. It is not for black people, for people of color to get out on the street. They're at risk when they do that. If anybody's going to get arrested here, it's going to be a black person. It is not safe for them, and they don't need to participate. We need to walk in their name.
Gotcha. Okay. Wow. Okay. What do you think about voter ID? Do you think it's racist?
It's 100% a tactic to control the population and prevent people from voting, so that the only votes so that the gerrymandering can work, so that white voters can vote in white Christian males.
Have you been voting blue most of your life?
I voted blue in the womb.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
If you had to vote for a Republican, J.D. Vance or Rubio, which one would you pick if you had to?
I would slit my throat.
Ooh. Yeah. Really?
Yeah. There's neither one of them is better than the other. They're both the bottom of the barrel.
So you would take your own life instead of voting for one of them, Pugh?
I just hope that nature catches up with me if that's what. I'll never have to vote Republican.
And what do you do?
I'm a retired doctor.
Doctor?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Medical care in this country is racist.
This is the third installment of No Kings, for what I doubt will just be a trilogy, but maybe. I'm going to ask this protester what she thinks of this woman saying that she's here marching for black people because it's too dangerous for them. So be sure to stick around until the end for that. Now I'll be exposing professional protesters and getting a variety of perspectives on the way. Welcome back to No Kings.
All right. Here we go again, right?
And welcome back to the Nate Friedman Show.
Tell me about your sign here.
Well, it's just a little thing I just got together, stole it off the internet. You know, what can I say? I follow my leader. He steals, I steal. You know what I mean?
This is like an AI-generated image you found?
Yeah, went to Staples, had it printed, and that was it. And then this was a little bit more creative.
What does it say?
Expunge pedo Hitler, yeah.
Okay. Do you think Trump's like Hitler?
Well, yes, I do. Yes.
How so?
Well, he's the modern day Hitler.
How is Trump like Hitler?
Well, he's consolidating power. Very militaristic. He's not well mentally.
I've spoken to both sides, and they say that Trump...
Both sides?
Yeah, I speak to both sides.
There's actually another side? I didn't know. They're rational? Okay, go ahead.
Well, I don't know if they're rational.
All right.
But I do speak to them.
All right.
And they said that Hitler put Jews in gas chambers, and Trump hasn't done that. So.
Well, he didn't do it in the beginning. He is building concentration camps all over the country.
Trump is?
Absolutely.
Where?
Didn't you see? All over. There's local communities banding together to try to cancel it, but 8,500 unit prison facilities they're building. Yeah. And why do I call them concentration camps? Yeah. Because at least when you go to prison, you get due process. These people did not get due process, so they're concentration camps or internment camps.
Yeah. Is he killing them in the camps?
There's a lot of abuse going on.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
I think 30 people so far have died while in custody.
And are you speaking about like Alligator Alcatraz and some things like that?
Places like that.
Yeah. I heard from someone, they said, well, Alligator Alcatraz has air conditioning and Auschwitz didn't, so how are they similar? It's just one guy told me that.
Well, I think that's a minor problem, whether or not somebody has air conditioning when you're facing what you're facing. And I do understand that toilets aren't working in a lot of places.
You know, people don't like check polling as much these days. At least people like in my generation, they're checking these prediction markets like Kalshi, and it shows that Marco Rubio and J.D. Vance are like neck and neck for the nomination. Which one would you rather
I would never vote for. I never voted for Republican in all my life, and I've been voting since 2000.
Good for you.
I mean, what was it? 1970, 1971.
Yeah. But if you couldn't vote for a Democrat, which one would you choose?
I wouldn't vote for any Republican.
Say you had to.
I wouldn't vote for him.
Would you rather?
As far as I'm concerned, they're less than human.
They're less than human, both of them?
They're less than human, yes.
Okay. But this is a hypothetical, though, that you had to choose one or the other.
Well, I wouldn't vote for J.D. Vance under any circumstances.
Okay, so you would vote for Rubio on some circumstances?
No, I wouldn't vote for him either.
Okay, so who's your pick? Is it Newsom?
I like J.D. Pritzker, believe it or not.
Pritzker?
Yeah.
Okay, do you like what he's done with Chicago?
I like what he's done in Chicago, and I like the fact that he's calling for more or less trials and getting after everyone after all this is all over. I don't want to move on. I don't want to do that. I want to make our deficit actually a lot larger.
Who do you want to see arrested if Pritzker wins?
I want to see everybody responsible for this calamity to be arrested, or at least taken in front of Congress and investigated.
What are some names you can give off?
Some names I can give off. Just about everyone that's in this administration.
Everyone?
Everyone that's in this administration. They wouldn't be in this administration if they weren't corrupt.
Yeah. Hey man, what's going on?
Up, boss, go now!
We saw this guy at a Venezuela protest. He's heading off the Refuse Fascism thing.
Something interesting about Refuse Fascism, you've seen their orange signs many times, I'm sure. Now, they're not actually registered as a non-profit, so they never have to disclose their finances. All they need is a fiscal sponsor, and who is it? A familiar name, the Alliance for Global Justice, which has received millions from George Soros through the Tide Center and Open Society Foundation. Soros is one of the largest backers behind the No Kings protests. Co-founders of Refuse Fascism is Susanna Taylor and Carl Dix, and they both are associated with the Revolutionary Communist Party. Dix is a founding member of the RCP who advocates for a full communist revolution in the United States. Refuse Fascism acts as though they're grassroots by putting up donation links like this, but with Soros's money, you know these orange signs won't be going away anytime soon. Now, for a very few moments in this video, it gets a little bit blurry because we live stream this and we know for next time to also record it at the same time. Let's get into it.
Hi, how you doing? For folks that want to marshal, how do they join?
I'm working now, thanks. So
You're working? For people that want to get into marshaling for a protest like this, how can they do it?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? How did you get into it?
Okay.
Are you working right now? You're working. So she's working. Now she's going to text the group chat that I'm here. All right, if you use code NATE25 at Kalshi, you can get 25% off. $25 off, excuse me. Do you want to do an interview or no?
No, not really.
All good, thank you. Of course.
I appreciate your work.
Oh, thank you.
I know,
Are you just strolling by?
yeah, I'm just taking pictures. This is some really interesting signs.
Yeah, you think it's like a big...
This one is kind of interesting because it's got Free America from Israel,
yeah.
and it's got a picture of,
Epstein.
so it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
kind of, a little bit tangential.
Yeah, there's a lot of different causes here today.
Well, I saw like a big Palestinian flag,
Yeah,
it's quite
every
interesting.
protest is a Palestine protest.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
didn't know
why
that?
not?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm a big fan of your work.
Thank you.
Great to meet you. Can I take a selfie?
Sure.
Yeah. It's like really interesting. It's really interesting to see, just the influence of the mainstream media in terms of causing anxiety and civil unrest and almost like mass mental illness, I would say. It's very concerning.
Yeah,
And
well, I think a lot of people don't know that people like you exist in New York.
yeah.
You're quieter, literally.
But if you're like bombarded constantly with little tidbits, it's kind of like and that's your only source of information. It's kind of a natural human response to react like this.
I think so too. Yeah, if you keep getting told the same thing hundreds of times, like I've seen that Trump is Hitler thousands of times here. Eventually, you're gonna believe it,
And I
right?
think you've made the point. Well, like if there was actually sort of a monarchy, protesting would not be allowed. But that thought process doesn't really.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
get that
The
far.
reaction doesn't really work.
I'm gonna keep talking to them. Nice to meet
Also,
you.
I mean, obviously they don't mean kings in other countries, right? Because like the UK has a king, Thailand has a king that people adored. There's a few other countries where the king is really respected. So
Yeah.
there's probably some exceptions if you wanted to nitpick or something.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
You're never going to clear the circle, and the cops are going to be
What's going on with the cops? Where are the cops?
They blocked 7th Avenue for us, which is great.
Yeah.
But we just had too many people, and it reached critical mass.
It's a good problem.
So we had to take Broadway. So now we're sending everybody down Broadway, and the fronts of the march are pretty even at the moment. And everybody's going to meet up at 47th Street on 7th Avenue and continue
So we're
down 30.
walking down
to 30
7th right now.
No.
No.
We're walking down both 7th and Broadway because we are that big.
We're that big.
We are that big.
How much bigger than last time? No Kings
We
2.
don't know until the aerial photos come in and they have some sort of
Oh, that's how we
calculation
count?
they
That's
do,
actually
yeah.
pretty smart.
Yeah.
It's not through signups or anything like that because not everybody signs up.
I mean, people sign up and they don't come. People come and they don't sign up. So that's not very accurate. I know the signups were much, much bigger than last time
Yeah.
because we asked for 100 extra marshals than we had last No Kings. So,
So
it's
100
big.
extra marshals. And like, what is the work to be a marshal?
Sure. We just help direct traffic or we help keep people safe. We just volunteer to steer the masses just to help.
And do you work with police? Because I thought like it's police's job to do traffic. So then I understand
So
it's a
it
special
depends
circumstance.
on the type of march. If a march is permitted, the police really do help out. But sometimes we have smaller marches that we marshal where we didn't ask for a permit, and so we handle the traffic ourselves. It really depends. This march is big and it is permitted, so we do have police helping us out today. But we always want to act as a buffer between our community
No,
and
she's
police.
speaking with me. We're having a good time.
Well said. I'm
We
working.
need her.
Thanks
She
so
needs
much.
you. What's
We
going on? Let's see
appreciate
why
you
she
coming.
needs you. Let's see.
Please head down Broadway and
No,
join the march. We
no,
appreciate you.
we're to join you. Well, she doesn't need you anymore all of a sudden. She needed her, and now she doesn't need her.
So that's Christina Winters. Her Facebook profile picture is a photo of herself holding a sign that reads, "Stop Trump's ethnic cleansing." Her bio says she's a, quote, unpaid protester. She's really getting ahead of it. Here she is sharing a No Wars, No Kings, Hands Off Latin America flyer on Facebook, co-sponsored by Rise and Resist, one of 5 Act Blue funded groups behind the Tesla takedown protests. They were found to be a receiving share of $7.6 million from George Soros. This is the same group that wanted to take legal action against me until their own lawyer told them that they didn't have a case. They actually published this in their own meeting notes online. Now, their vests are everywhere at this protest.
So wait a second. The message went. You got the text from her. All right. Here we go again, right? This isn't what you want to be doing on No Kings, is it? You came prepared. You got the mask and the glasses. What does your hat say? Can I see what it says? You want to show the camera? Can I see that? No guns, no phones. No phones? You have a phone right now. What are you talking about? Look at this. Her hat says no phones. Your hat actually say no. Why? You have a phone and your hat says no phones. What are you doing? What? Okay, so there you guys can see in live time how it works. So you speak to one of these marshals, they text, say he's here. They send one of their coworkers out.
Yes, of course.
Let's do it. Let's do
Sure,
it. So
all right.
what's going on here?
So we're trillionaires for Trump. We are advocating for the interests of our class, the plutocrat class.
Yeah.
We believe things are going just fine. We don't understand what all you people are so mad about. And we thought that it would be good to have advocates for the most underrepresented people on earth, the very, very, very rich.
Yeah.
We thought that our voices needed to be heard here, given all these hoi polloi running around.
So you can see that she's trying to
Oh,
stop
oh.
the interview. This woman's trying to stop our interview.
Okay.
How do you feel about that, with this woman trying to stop our interview? Like, we're just talking.
It's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really care. I'm wealthy as hell, and it doesn't really matter.
Do you think that we should have some socialism in this country?
I mean, obviously not. I'm a trillionaire.
Okay, so my security's gonna deal with the sign here. Okay, if you can just stop harassing us and following us, it'd be great. All right. Word. All right, let's keep doing interviews. Why are you doing this? It's just like it's not going to accomplish anything.
What?
They look so worried. They're like, oh no, he's going to do interviews. He's going to speak to people. How you guys doing?
Hey, what's
I have a YouTube channel. Can I interview you?
Miss.
Not interested. Thank you, though.
Is it because of this woman with this sign here?
Right, what you told me.
No, I'm not trying to touch. I'm just saying, are you doing?
Okay, so she's gonna follow us the whole time. Whatever.
Stop following.
We already have someone following us.
We're all good. We're all good.
We are good.
Yeah, we're all
Well, you're following us. So I don't know how good you.
just keeping an eye on things. We're good.
You're keeping an eye on things.
My name's Diane. What's
No,
your
no, I
name?
said keeping an eye on what? You don't need to keep an eye on us.
I just want to make sure that everyone's got the space that they need, that's all.
What space?
You're the one who's taking a space away from us.
Crowded area, we just want to make sure that there is access
You
for
are
everybody.
taking space away from us by
Oh, no,
following us.
no,
You're
not
saying
at
you're
all.
making sure everyone has space and you're following us.
Well, I just want to make sure that all the marchers can get through.
Yeah.
Yep,
Are
absolutely.
they giving you body cameras out too? The budget got increased, I see.
Oh, well, you know,
Yeah?
we we roll with the times.
Let me just ask you, how do you feel about how Soros gives to Indivisible, which gives to you? How do you feel about that? A billionaire is funding this protest. How do you feel about it?
I don't know. How do you feel about it?
I feel it's kind of hypocritical, right? Because you were against billionaires. So I was seeing in Rise and Resist, because you're part of Rise and Resist, right?
Oh, that's a complicated question.
So this is a new tactic, by the way, guys. The way that they do it, so they always ask another question. They teach them that in their meeting notes that I've read through. You're doing good. You're doing exactly what they told you to do. I got to give you credit for that.
How did you get your training? Because you're really very good. I mean,
Thank you. I've worked very hard.
Do you have journalism training?
I actually don't have. I didn't study journalism in college.
Where'd you go to school?
I'm self-taught. I went to UMass Amherst.
Oh my God, you're kidding. So
Where did you go to school for protesting?
You don't. Wait. What did you study at U of Mass?
Psychology.
Oh my
So I know all about what's going on in your head.
Wow. So what do you think drives people into protesting today?
I like how you're taking me out of the protest. You're amazing. I like this. I mean, at least you're doing what you're told to, right? So you're Karen.
Oh no.
Oh my God, it's Karen.
I'm not told.
What's up?
I'm not told to do anything.
Yeah. What do you think?
Don't talk to this guy. He's
Karen, it's good to see you. Elon just posted you. Congratulations. What song is that?
What is it? What's your problem? Talk to me, man.
Yeah,
what's
I
your
know.
fucking
This
problem?
is so
what you're trying to?
Good. Great. Where are we walking? We're gonna get lunch together.
Good. You want to? You like?
You want lunch together?
You like pizza?
Let's get lunch together. I want to get into the mind of a paid protester.
Let's do it. Is Trump a king? Well, no, he's not a king.
He's not a king, but the protest is called No Kings.
Well, that's kind of a rhetorical device, you know.
Okay.
I mean, people have their jam. Now, be careful that.
So this is just it's just a marketing thing.
Well. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
I gotta bill Soros for that. Hey, how's it going?
Well, he's got more money than I've got.
How's it? Photo? You can get a photo, but we're walking with this protester over here.
Yeah. Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Okay, we have to light now because they are starting to open this to traffic.
Unfortunately, we couldn't agree on a spot for lunch, but I needed to get back to the protest anyway. But that was Diane Aronson. When she's not keeping an eye on things, she is at JFK Airport at the anti-travel ban protest with people holding signs such as banning Muslims is un-American. Or she's at the Pennsylvania State Capitol saying, "Love Trump's hate." Good one. Here she is at Foley Square in Lower Manhattan at a Women's March rally. Back again at Grand Central Terminal at the impeachment protest during Trump's Senate trial holding a Remove Trump sign alongside Rise and Resist. Here she is at the Impeachment Eve, the nationwide protest demanding Trump's impeachment in 2019, so she's got experience. Now it's time to ask this protester what she thinks of the first woman saying we march for black people because it's too dangerous here for them.
I was wondering if I could interview you.
Sure. Where are you from?
Amazing. I am from Boston.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right wing troll?
No, I'm not a right wing troll. No. Can I just talk to you? My name is Nate. My name is Nate. I'm a journalist. And I was just wondering if I could interview you really quick.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
What publication do you represent?
I gotta just show you guys what's going on right now.
What's going on?
So I am literally being surrounded by these people that are trying to speak for you. Do you see this? She's trying to talk to you. You don't know this person, do you?
I don't know anybody.
You don't know anybody. And yet all of these people surrounding us are telling you to stop talking to me.
Why is that? Why are they telling me that?
I think it's really disrespectful because, we agreed to have a conversation. I spoke to a woman earlier that said...
She's a lawyer, you said?
No, I spoke to a woman earlier.
I'm sorry, okay.
That said, we're here because it's too dangerous for black people to come here. Do you feel in danger right now?
I don't feel in danger right now at all. No, not at all. And some of my friends I'm here with today are white, are black, and I'm black, and I feel safe. I feel safe personally, regardless of my color or gender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's how I feel personally.
Feel that could be considered racist that you're speaking for them, or no?
I'm responding to what people have said on social media that we can do safely because of our privilege.
Honestly, for me, like in my case, if I saw someone say like, "Oh, we're here because Jewish people would be unsafe here," I'll be like, "What the fuck?"
You identify as Jewish?
I don't identify as Jewish. I am Jewish.
Okay, I'm 5% Jewish on my dad's side.
Okay.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Mishpucha.
You asked me if I identify as Jewish?
I mean, because you mentioned Jewish people, so I thought you might. I'm 95% Jewish on my dad's side.
Yeah. No,
So identify.
You're very nice. I've never been asked in 28 years if I identify as
I
Jewish.
just use that terminology.
Yeah.
You know,
Did you always use that terminology?
identify as?
Yeah.
No, only in the last few years because
Right.
I've been taught as an educator that's like the politically correct thing to do. When you look at somebody, you just can't assume, oh, you're male, you're female, like, or you can't assume where someone's from. So I do ask people, do you identify as this or that? Just to be politically correct, especially as a teacher these last 20 years.
Look, can I tell you something?
Oh, sure.
I think it's kind of sad that you're such a nice woman and they're making you speak this way as identified. Do you want to speak like that? Like, it's a kind of a pain in the ass, right?
Well, it kind of is. Like, I mean, in 2026 as an educator, I hate that I have to tell people I'm female. Like, it should be obvious, you know. But sadly, these days it's not. You know.
Right.
Like, I shouldn't have. And I will purposely say, in my work emails, I don't put she, her. Like, if you don't know that my pronoun is a miss, and that's on you. I mean, that's how I feel.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, but you do it anyway, or do you put the she, her?
No, not at all. I think it's a waste of time. I think it's unnecessary. Me personally.
All right, look, I think a lot of people, conservatives, will see this protest and think that everyone's happy to use those pronouns, but you're not happy to use it.
I mean, my pronouns are she and her, but what I'm saying is, in my email.
So you're saying your pronouns are, like, you still think about, like, your pronouns. Did you think
Yeah.
about it before 3 years ago, what your pronouns were?
I'm sorry?
Did you think about what your pronouns were 3 years ago?
Not at all. I only thought about them as I'm teaching English to my students, you know. Prior to 3 years ago, pronouns were like when I taught an English class.
Okay.
Now it's like my identity.
You're awesome. Do you think Trump is a king?
No, not at all. He's a loser.
Okay, what brings you out here today? I'm just wondering if you might be conservative, actually.
No, I'm actually, I identify as independent, but I lean Democrat. So I'm actually here with Paul's AI NYC. Paul's AI has chapters all over the country and in other countries. We're not anti-AI, but we're the opposite. We use AI, but we tell big AI companies, especially Silicon Valley, and we're telling our politicians, hey, don't stop AI altogether, but put a pause until we have regulations in place. Because right now we have AI tools that are telling people to harm themselves. Some of these AI tools have told people to take their lives, and they've acted on that. So I'm not against AI, and I use AI quite a bit actually in my personal life and professional life. But the whole purpose of Pause AI is for us to work with stakeholders such as our politicians, our big AI execs, say, hey, before you roll this technology to the masses, make sure it's safe, make sure it's transparent. Because as we speak, we now have a surveillance state. In China already, they're using their AI to surveil everybody, and they're doing that here in America, where it's going to become a police state soon.
Yeah.
You have these AI tools and companies surveilling our online presence without online activities without consent, surveillance the public without consent, using it to scan our passports. There's no privacy anymore in this country, and AI is making privacy like almost a thing of the past.
Okay, what makes you lean Democrat?
Historically, in my home, and you know, I hate to say this, but identifying as predominantly black or African American, historically, my people have voted historically Democrat for the last 50, 60 years.
Yeah.
But regardless of that, even beyond being identified as 90% black or African American, I just feel that in many cases, the Democratic Party reflects a lot of my values. Not all my values, but many of them, especially when it comes to like equal opportunity, more access to education, more access to people of color and other disenfranchised people over the years in America. But to answer your question, for the last 20 years, I do vote Democrat at all elections, but I do identify verbally as independent.
Identify verbally as independent. Okay. So if it were Newsom against Rubio or Vance, which one would you prefer, Rubio or Vance, as an independent?
Oh, jeez. Neither.
Okay, I'm hearing that a lot. Neither.
Neither.
Right now they are neck and neck. Like in the prediction markets, like Kalshi, they're neck and neck. So if you had to vote for either one, which one would you choose?
Rubio or Vance?
Yeah.
Maybe Marco Rubio, because isn't he the son of immigrants?
Yeah.
And he speaks Spanish. I speak Spanish as well, so I might give him a little more grace because he's, comes from immigrants. But I am, as of late, not on the fact that he's on a Trump train. I've lost a lot of respect for Rubio.
Okay.
And he's like pro-ICE.
What would make you a Republican? What would push you to be a Republican?
Miss, what are you doing? Miss.
Probably nothing. Well, I don't think it's ever going to happen.
She has as much right.
But I think the only way I would ever be Republican, which is not going to happen in this life, I would basically.
Can we take a pause for a second? Do you see what's happening behind us? So there are many. There's 4 protesters that are with vests. They're trying. They vote for the same party you
What's
do.
going on?
Okay, they vote for the same party you do, and they're trying to prevent us talking. Do you find that I'm like
This is
unfriendly?
not a communist country.
Yeah, right. Do you find that I'm unfriendly? Do you find that there's anything?
You're very approachable.
Yeah. but yet we're surrounded by people, right?
Yeah, that's a little invasive.
Yeah.
Man, this is a free country. You can do this in Russia. You can't do this here in America.
What do you think about it? Here, let's ask her. Right? So what do you think about what she said to you? She just said that she votes blue, yeah? She's on your side, and she wants you to stop doing this. All right, so what
extreme.
Yeah, what would push you to, what the is this? Whoa, I got a little close.
Are you probably? I want to ask you your other question. Why would I ever? The only thing that would make me. Now, granted, I am Christian. That's my religion. So I would say that a lot of MAGA people, a lot of Republicans do identify as Christian, evangelical. That might be the only way that I would quote unquote, because I know a lot of Republicans are pro-life and pro-Christian, whereas a lot of Democrats are like pro-choice. Like I am anti-abortion, so that's one thing I don't like about the Dems. They believe in like pro-choice, like killing children, in the womb. I do disagree with that. I do kind of disagree with like separation of church and state. Now, think about it. As of the 1950s or 60s, prayers were taken out of school. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying religion should rule the government. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is when you took prayer out of school 60 years ago, what has been replaced by it? Boys being able to use girls' bathrooms, girls being able to use boys' bathrooms, and now children killing each other, gun violence in schools for the last 30 years. That's what happens when you take God out of school. Now you can't even talk about God or religion in schools, but you can bring guns in school. Now you can have girls using boys' bathrooms and boys using girls' bathrooms. That really bothers me. So that's what happens when you take God out of schools. That's my opinion.
Are you a Democrat that identifies as conservative?
I would say I'm not completely conservative. I would say I'm moderate. I'm moderate liberal. Like I don't go to any extreme side. I'm not extreme Democrat, extreme liberal, progressive. I'd say I'm in the middle. I'm moderate.
Okay.
Moderate, independent.
You said you're against abortion?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I've never been pregnant. I'm pro-life. A family member who I won't name, who's doing very well and successful now in her life, her 40s and married with kids, but at 17 she did get pregnant and she did have an abortion. Now that's still
with me.
now that bothers me to this day, 30 years later, but that was her choice. Now granted, she was a teenage girl. I kind of get it. She's in high school. Last year, high school had a full scholarship to college, and then she got pregnant. So she had an abortion. Maybe it made more sense at that time because she was a 17-year-old girl in high school. But she's 37 or 27, say, okay, you need to keep that baby, even if you and the guy didn't work out.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's complicated.
I have to mention this. This guy right here, you see this guy behind me? This guy tried to follow me home from a protest, okay? I recognize him with the glasses and the mask.
Sure
yeah, I'm going to I'm 100% sure. My security noticed me. Yeah, you want to respond? What do you say? How much money they pay me? You can look at how much money they pay me on YouTube, on Social Blade. How much money do they pay you?
Fucking loser, dude.
Say it to my face.
Well, it's none of their business what you get paid. It's none of their business.
They were still following me. They seemed to have a very little meaning with one another and decided to give up after my security stared them down. But who knows what would have happened if we didn't notice this and they shared my address.
I've been reading the chat while we've been speaking, and everyone has said that you're
on YouTube?
Yeah, everyone has said that you're wonderful and that we love you.
So will this be on YouTube?
Yep, we're actually live streaming right now.
Wow. Nice meeting you, Nate. Nice meeting you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye. That was the most pleasant conversation I've ever had on the street, by far. I will always remember that conversation.
So there is going to be another episode from this No Kings protest, as it was just too much for one video. If you want to help fund my security, the link is in the description. As you can see, we needed it today. Be on the lookout for the next episode, and while you wait, this is a video that YouTube thinks you should check out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you there.